Well, hello again, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cardboard Crawlers RC channel. We are not at the outdoor amphitheater today. We are behind our local Hobby Lobby. There's a really cool drainage here with lots of really neat rocks. As a spot I get some of my rocks, and a spot that has an acre of rocks. So I came here to crawl on a spot that I had crawled on last year. I had kind of pulled some weeds, and I think I even brought my blower and blew it off last year. And so when I showed up this time, that little spot that I was thinking of was just kind of too many pine needles had washed through there, and they were filling up all the gaps in between the rocks. It would have been a lot of work to just hand pick them out. And it was in the beating sun, just beyond where I am in the shade. It was beating in the sun just below those tall trees there. And I just didn't want to deal with it. And I looked over and checked this spot. And I think this had been really overgrown last year, and it's not this year. They cut the weeds or killed the weeds or whatever. I think it's kudzu in here. I think that's what that stuff is. And so it was pretty good crawling, and I just actually picked a couple of weeds and picked up some sticks and stuff, and literally moved like 2 rocks, and made the rock that I'm about to drive onto right there. I moved that into position, or I think it would have had a little rollover problem there. Anyway, it's a pretty fun little spot. It was shady, close to the car. Not at the house. Hobby Lobby's closed on Sunday. They don't even care. I was here last year. They didn't bother me. I'm not doing anything. I'm not hurting anything. So anyway, that's the rock that I moved. And originally I was gonna try to turn left onto that shelf. We need to go left right there. So I back up. I'm gonna try. And I try to get into position. There's a way, and I try to get backed up and get turned, and you roll into the rock. And I get turned over, and then I'm like, on second thought, we'll just turn around that bush, get lined up, and then climb up into the position, climb up into the V rock. Yeah, good times. Work it, rib bone, coming up. Coming through. V notch. Make it happen, people. And then, look at my driver's rear tire right here. It is, literally just trying to rip itself off of the rim there. Very nice setup. Very nice foams in those. Good tires. Anyway, yeah, good tires. Talk about these scramblers right here, son. You know what I'm saying? RC 4-wheel drive scrambler, gonna get her done. Airtime. Yep. Coming up V-notch. What up, son? And that's a good little rig there. And yeah, sometimes you just, I was literally so focused. This is a very difficult line that I'm about to drive into right here, and I'm so focused on it and looking at the camera and getting the angle right and everything. I didn't see the Tupperware there. That's my little carrier. I can carry a couple of my batteries and my controllers and my cars and yeah, well, a couple of my mini tripods fit in there, so I'll just walk from the car with that in my hand. Anyway, so I was so concentrated I missed that. It's unfortunate. I really didn't like it in the background, but I mean the buildings are one thing. You're gonna have to deal with that. I'm not trying to green screen or go so totally in the rocks that I'm not near something that's real. But the Tupperware, the parts of the camera that you're the tripod that we occasionally see, dude, sometimes I'm out here and I'm filming and my camera almost goes black. My phone goes black. I can hear it go ding when I shoot. I can see the red button. That's about it. But everything else is just so dark I can't even see it. especially when it's sitting in the full-blown sun, like right here. It just starts, everything starts to heat up. The motor doesn't heat up on this car, but the servo does. It starts to get hot. The body being black, man, I picked that thing up and I was like, holy scorcher, because it sat there for a long moment while I was trying to come through with the blue rig. Took me a couple of backups there, but yeah, it's a good time, and having fun. This is literally just the back behind the loading dock across the parking lot from the, I guess that would be the Southern Pines Hobby Lobby. Yeah, if you ever find yourself in the area and you got your 24 with you, go ahead and crawl there. I tell you what, if you think you can, get her done. I don't really paint any marks on the rocks or anything. You don't know where the trail is. It's just whatever my imagination does. But this was pretty much, like a through solid little trail. I was trying to go up and over these rocks and to the left and away, but I think I get sucked right in towards the camera. I end up just right in here, so it is what it is. Sometimes you just can't get your mind to really work. A couple of little rock stacks here, or taking a different approach. I think the new truck comes in a totally different angle eventually, and I think that would have been real key. Yeah. Oh, that's what it does. I end up going this. No. What happens here? I flip over. Oh, there we go. We turned around that rock and went over there out of camera view. But then this one just ends up burp. You beating yourself up here, kid. You got 62 millimeter tires on there. I'm telling you what, it's like having 45 inch tires on a rock crawler or something. 50s. They're huge. But yeah, good times. Dip hanger. Oh, there it is. Popped it back over. I didn't really want to be there because it ends me up down the hill away from the black rig. And so you roll some and you lose some, and let's just try to stay in the fight here, people, and work it. Can we do it? Alrighty then. A little bit of, and then there we go. Here we go. Just it had to be pointed the exactly momentous right direction. And see, like I said, parked close, just chilling. And it's just started. I'm in the sun here, and I just started dripping sweat, and I was done. I touched the black car and realized how warm it was, and at this point, I was just like, "Yeah, we're good. Let's see if we can make an end to this thing." So we're coming up towards the end here, folks, and I really appreciate you watching. Thanks for tuning in, as always. If you like this material, please like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Get out there and build a truck. I was just talking to my neighbors today. They might want to build a truck. Who knows? We'll see. You know how that all goes, folks. So, yeah, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Happy Sunday to y'all. Be safe. Get out there, drive your trucks. Get them in the rocks. And as always, thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate every one of you. Cardboard Crawlers, out.